Hey, what's up, everyone? This is James, and this is Reading English 100 Days Challenge. Today is day 12. Okay, and now here we go. I'm gonna keep reading Marketing 4.0. Well, right, there's a long way to go. Hello there, welcome, and this is Reading English 100 Days Challenge, and today is day 12. I'm gonna reading Marketing 4.0 for us. Okay? Yes, it's 1 a.m. in the morning here in Shanghai. Okay, and we are gonna talk about content amplification. All right, content amplification. The key to a strong earned media distribution is a content amplification strategy. Not all audiences are created equal. Well, not all audiences are created equal. When the content reaches key influences in the intended audience group, the content is more likely to go viral, and the content is more likely to go viral. And the first step marketers should do is identify these influences. They are respected figures in their communities who have a sizable group of engaged followers and audiences. They are often content creators themselves who have built their reputation over time with great viral content. They are considered experts in their communities. For these influencers and to endorse and spread branded content, the quality of the content is often not sufficient. The role of reciprocity, the rule of reciprocity, this is a good word, applies. The key is to build and nurture. The key is to build and nurture a win-win relationship with the influencers. Marketers need to make sure that the influencers find it useful for improving their reputations when they spread the content. Some influencers are also keen on expanding their reach, and marketers can help them to do that by providing them with access to a larger audience group. Once the content has been amplified, marketers need to follow through by engaging in conversations. Marketers should listen to the conversations taking place about their content. This can be overwhelming at times, considering the magnitude of the conversations and the number of media involved. Thus, marketers must carefully select the conversations in which they want to participate. Step 7, content marketing evaluation. Evaluation of content marketing success is an important post-distribution step. So it involves both the strategic and tactical performance measurements. Strategically, marketers should evaluate whether the content marketing strategy achieves the sales-related or the brand-related goals set in the step 1. Since the goals are aligned with overall business objectives, the evaluation is straightforward and can be integrated with the brand's overall performance measurement. Tactically, hi there, by the way. Tactically, marketers should also evaluate the key content marketing metrics, which really depend on the choice of formats and media channels. In essence, marketers need to track content performance across the consumer path with the help of social listening and analytic tools. There are 5 categories of metrics that measure whether the content is viable, aware, is viable. They are 5 categories of metrics that that measure whether the content is viable, relatable, searchable, and actionable and shareable. Visibility metrics are about measuring reach and awareness. Most common metrics include impressions, how many times content is viewed, unique viewers, like how many people actually see the content, and brand recall. What percent are able to record the brand names? Relatability, on the other hand, measures how well the content attracts interest. Metrics include page views per visit, the number of pages people visit while on a content website, bounce rate, the percentage of people who leave after visiting just one page, and time on site, the duration of the visit, among others. These are the appeal, the relatable metrics. And search metrics typically measure how discoverable content is by using search engines. Important metrics include search engine positions, content positions on search engine and looked up through certain keywords, and search engine referrals, how many visits to the company website come from search engine results. Action metrics are perhaps one of the most important things to track. They essentially measure whether content successfully drives customers to act. Typically, metrics include click-through rate, ratio between number of clicks and the number of impressions, and other call to action conversion rates, percentage of audiences who complete certain actions such as registering and purchasing. Ultimately, marketers need to track how well their content is being shared, which is a proxy of efficacy. Share metrics include share ratio between the number of shares and number of impressions, and the engagement rate on Twitter, for example, it is measured by dividing total followers by share actions such as retweets, favorites, replies, and mentions. Wow, this paragraph is powerful. I need to mark. I need to, place a bookmark. Right. Okay, step 8, content marketing improvement. The key advantage of content marketing over traditional marketing is that it is highly accountable. We can track performance by content themes, content format, and distribution channel. Performance tracking is very useful for analyzing and identifying opportunities for improvement at a very granular level. This also means that content marketers can easily experience with new content themes, formats, and distribution channels. Since content is very dynamic, periodic improvements of content marketing is essential. Marketers should determine their evaluations and improvement horizons and decide when it is time to change their content marketing approach. However, it is important to note that content marketing often requires time to have its impact and therefore requires a certain degree of persistence and consistency in implementation. Okay, we have come to summary, creating conversations with content. All right, more and more marketers are making shift from advertising to content marketing. A mindset shift is required. Instead of delivering value proposition messages, marketers should be distributing content that is useful and valuable for the customers. In developing content marketing, marketers often focus on content production and content distribution. However, good content marketing also requires proper pre production and post distribution activities. Therefore, there are eight major steps of content marketing that marketers should follow in order to initiate consumer conversations. There. Well, it always confused me that every time when I go on live, there's always one guy, and there, I don't know where you are, who you are, always be there, just watching, and I want to say I just very appreciate that. One of the reason why I'm doing this is, just want to um, maybe attract some guys that have the same, demands that I do. All right. If you can, subscribe or, maybe just leave some messages to me, that would be great. Okay. Okay. And we are going to number 10. This one is also a very interesting chapter. Is omnichannel marketing for brand commitment, integrating traditional and digital media and experiences. The rise of omnichannel marketing. The rise of omnichannel marketing. Imagine a scenario in which a customer learns about a product from TV ads. The customer then visits a nearby store to try to experience the product. After examining the product as well as other competing products and consulting with a store attendant, the customer finally decides that the brand is the best. Then the customer searches for the same product online and buys it there for a better price. Imagine another scenario in which a customer learns about a product from online banner ads. The customer then searches for more information about the product on social media with a smartphone. A social media post leads the customer to a product comparison website, which the customer quickly browses through. The customer then decided that the product is the best in the market, looks for the nearest store and that carries the brand, and finally goes there to buy it. The former scenario is called showrooming, and the latter is web rooming. Both are common purchase scenarios in the digital era. Customers have become increasingly mobile and channel agnostic. Channel agnostic. Customer have become increasingly mobile and channel agnostic. Channel agnostic. They constantly move from one channel to another, from online to offline, and vice versa. The expert They expect a seamless and consistent. They expect a seamless and consistent experience without noticeable disconnect. Unfortunately, traditional media channels are not always organized to allow a smooth cross-channel transition. In fact, they are often segregated, having their own set of goals and strategies. This creates a huge missed opportunity. The way marketers approach sales and communication channels should change and adapt to this new reality. In the digital era, The customer path is not always straightforward and is sometimes even spiral. Moreover, there are many possible combinations of touchpoints that customers may go through in their path to purchase. Customers needs to guide customers. Marketers need to guide customers every step um, of the way through physical and online channels. They also need to be available whether wherever and whenever customers decide to make a purchase across their path. Enter omnichannel marketing, the practice of integrating multiple channels to create a seamless and consistent customer experience. It requires organizations to break channel silos and unify their goals and strategies. This will ensure a concerted effort across multiple online and offline channels to drive customers into making the commitment to purchase. Omnichannel marketing has been proven to drive results. A survey by International Data Corporation found that omnichannel buyers typically achieve 30% higher lifetime value than single channel buyers. Macy's even found that its omnichannel buyers were 8 times more valuable than its single channel buyers. Customers have higher commitment when they have options and when they are able to purchase an item in omnichannel marketing for years. Macy's poster child omnichannel marketing has been implementing and improving it since 2008. Brick and mortar retailers such as Macy's and Walmart initially saw omnichannel marketing as the response to the growing presence of e-commerce, but they now see integrating their online and offline retail channels as a major growth opportunity. In response, uh, Amazon have also made its foray, foray it made its foray into physical world by opening a physical store in Seattle and introducing the dash button to automatically order household items. Recent trends show that omnichannel marketing is growing rapidly. In fact, the trends and their technology enablers will proper um, will proper will proper omnichannel marketing into mainstream practices, focusing on mobile commerce in the now economy. As customers become increasingly mobile and connected, time becomes the scarcest resources in their lives. They choose brands that provide the convenience of access and transactions. They expect companies to deliver instant solutions to their needs without the hassles. The speed of delivery is often as important as the products and services themselves. In the now economy, real-time marketplaces, the Ubers and Airbnbs of the world that connect sellers and buyers are flourishing. Mobile phones are arguably responsible for this. No other channels beat mobile phones when it comes to proximity to customers. Moreover, no other channels are as personal and convenient as mobile phones. Therefore, when startups flood the market with their on-demand services, the adoption level is unprecedented. As more and more customers make purchases on mobile phones, mobile commerce was 20% of the total US e-commerce in 2015, as reported by the Internet Retailer Portal. It is imperative for marketers to put mobile devices at the center of the omnichannel strategy. BMW UK, for example, now allows customers to buy cars with their mobile phones. When customers scanned an image of BMW car found in print, and outdoor advertisements with their mobile phones. They will be taken to relevant website pages to see the car details and complete a purchase. The entire process can take as little as 10 minutes. The next big category, wearables, can potentially fuel the trend further. Like mobile phones, wearables are almost always in close proximity to customers. In fact, customers are supposed to wear them all the time because wearables are attached to the customers. They can also help marketers collect data on customer past patterns. Since the sales of wearables are projected to exceed 305 million units in 2020, according to Euromonitor. The now economy is not showing any signs of slowing down. Now, trend two, bringing web rooming into offline channels. The brick and mortar stores, customers often face the daunting task of browsing through a multitude of choices on the shelves and making a purchase decision. Marketers need to assist customers to discover and ultimately purchase their brands amid the clutter and noisy within the store. Clutter and noisy, clutter and noisy within stores. Sensor technologies become near field communication (NFC), near field communications (NFC), and radio frequency identification provide solutions to this problem by bringing web rooming into stores. Retailers, example Apple, GameStop, Macy's, can place beacons strategically throughout their stores. The beacons communicate with customer smartphones by Bluetooth technology, creating machine-to-machine connections. And when they are in close proximity, thus beacons can allow retailers to track where customers are located inside a store. Moreover, retailers can monitor which department customers often visit and how much time they spend there. The beacons also trigger retailers to send customized offers to consumers' smartphones based on the location. Retailers have richer behavioral data about customers from past purchases. They often can be very personalized and hence can increase the likelihood of purchase. The approach of using machine-to-machine connectivity, the Internet of Things, brings the simplicity and immediacy of the web rooming experience into the offline shopping experience. It allows offline channels to engage customers with relevant digital content that facilitates purchase decisions, such as product details and reviews from peer customers, and it significantly enhances the overall omnichannel experience and more importantly helps marketers improve sales. Omnichannel experience is big data analytics. Step-by-step omnichannel marketing. All right, to develop a good omnichannel marketing strategy, marketers need to view the consumer path on a more granular level. Marketers need to map all possible touch points, need to map all possible touch points and channels across the 5 A's, since there are many possible combinations of touch points and channels that customers experience. Marketers need to identify the most popular the most popular ones. The omnichannel marketing strategy should focus on the integration of those most popular channels. All right, thanks for watching, and I think that's all for today. I'm tired, and good night.